A lot of people think dogs show trust in big, obvious ways. But the truth is, the most powerful I feel safe with you moments are the quiet ones. Those tiny, everyday things your dog does when they believe you're their home. And once you recognize them, you can't unsee them. They become these soft little reminders that your dog isn't just living with you, they're choosing you. And if you love understanding how your dog thinks, hit subscribe so you never miss a chance to deepen that bond. Let's go through the signs your dog uses to tell you you're their person. Chapter 1. The Vulnerability Behaviors. Your dog's bravest moments are often the ones that look the most relaxed. That might sound upside down, but a dog only lets their guard melt away when they feel genuinely protected. Think about when your dog stretches out and sleeps belly up, showing that soft underside. In dog language, that's an exposed position. And research in animal behavior shows they only do this when they feel safe from threats. It's not laziness, it's permission. They're letting you see the part of them they'd never reveal to anything they fear. You might also notice those slow blinks or warm, gentle eye contact. Scientists call this soft eyes, and dogs use it with the individuals they trust most. There's no hard stare, no tension, just an easy, unguarded moment that feels almost like a dog version of a smile. And when your dog lets you touch their paws, their ears, or any place they normally protect, that's emotional safety on full display. Sensitive areas aren't offered casually. They're shared with the person who feels familiar and steady. Think back to your last bedtime or cuddle moment. Did any of these little signals show up? Because there's another sign that shows up not when they're still, but when they move with you. Chapter 2. The Shadow Mode Follow. Imagine turning around and seeing your dog freeze mid-step, like you just caught them sneaking through an invisible doorway that only leads to you. That little moment says far more than most people realize. When your dog follows you from room to room, it isn't clinginess or boredom. Studies on social monitoring show dogs track the people they feel safest with, the same way they'd keep tabs on a trusted pack member. They're not trying to control you, they just feel settled when they know where you are. And notice what happens when they finally catch up. That calm tail wag, low and easy, isn't the same as their zoom-around excitement. It's more like a quiet greeting. You're here, so everything is steady again. Some dogs won't sit on you or paw at you. Instead, they'll curl up nearby, close enough to feel your presence, but far enough to rest peacefully. That level of calm companionship only shows up around someone they trust deeply. But there's another behavior that feels completely different. Because instead of following you, your dog brings something to you. And that shift reveals a new layer of trust. Chapter 3. Bringing you gifts. Your dog handing you a toy isn't a game. It's one of the strongest trust signals they have. It might look simple, but in canine social behavior, sharing high-value items is something dogs reserve for the safest relationships in their world. When your dog drops a toy at your feet, they're not demanding entertainment. They're inviting you into their space, their excitement, their instincts. Research on cooperative play shows that dogs only share prized objects with partners they feel secure around. It's a little window into their inner world, and they're choosing to open it for you. Different dogs express this differently. Retrievers might proudly deliver a stuffed animal like they've just brought back treasure. A herding dog might set an object beside you and sit expectantly. Some dogs even bring blankets or bits of clothing, not to fix anything, just to include you. And it helps to notice the difference between an anxious offering and a joyful one. Anxious dogs hold tension in their shoulders and avoid eye contact. A confident, trusting dog brings the item with bright eyes and relaxed posture, almost like saying, "Share this moment with me." But there's an even subtler signal, one that shows up not in what they bring you, but in how closely they watch your feelings. What does your dog do when your emotions shift? Chapter 4. Checking your emotions. Have you ever felt your dog staring at you before you even realized your mood changed? That quiet gaze isn't random. It's one of the clearest signs they trust you. Dogs use something scientists call social referencing. That means when your dog feels uncertain, they glance at your face or your body language to decide how to respond. They're basically saying, "Your reaction tells me what's safe." and they only rely on someone they believe is steady. You might notice it in tiny moments. A soft nudge when your shoulders slump, or the way they lean into your leg when your voice drops into that tired, gentle tone. Many companionship-focused breeds, retrievers, herding dogs, even little lap dogs, excel at this emotional check-in. But every dog can do it, regardless of breed. It's not them trying to fix your problems. It's recognition. It's awareness. It's trust wrapped in concern. And when a dog trusts your emotions this deeply, something interesting happens in situations where life doesn't go according to plan. Unexpected noises, new places, or unfamiliar faces. How does your dog act when the routine suddenly shifts? Chapter 5. Trust in routine disruptions. Why does your dog drift closer to you the moment something unfamiliar happens? That small shift in their body tells a story most people overlook. When a strange noise rattles the house or a new visitor steps inside, a trusting dog will often position themselves near you or slightly behind you. They're not hiding. They're aligning with the person whose judgment they believe in. Studies on canine decision-making show that dogs take cues from their owner's posture before choosing how to react. If you stay calm, they settle. If you move confidently, they follow. You'll also see this trust on full display in new places. Walking into a vet's lobby, exploring a hotel room, or stepping onto a new trail. A dog that scans your face, stays within your orbit, or waits for your lead is relying on your guidance to interpret an unfamiliar world. And then there are the routine-breaking moments you control. Bathing, grooming, nail trims. A dog that stays cooperative isn't doing it because the process is pleasant. They're doing it because they believe your hands have good intentions. All of these reactions in moments of uncertainty create a kind of quiet momentum, a soft settling that leads to something even deeper. Those warm, relaxed behaviors that say, without words, you are home. Chapter 6. The "you're my home" relaxation. Picture your dog letting out one of those deep, heavy sighs as they drop beside you. It's not boredom. It's the physical release of tension their body only allows around someone who feels safe. Dogs who trust deeply let their breathing slow when they rest against you. Research on co-regulation, where two beings sync their breathing and heart rate, shows that dogs often match their rhythm to the person they feel most bonded with. That slow rise and fall isn't random. It's comfort made visible. You might notice something else. When you're gone, they choose spots that smell like you. A sweatshirt on the couch, the side of the bed you normally take. Scent is a dog's strongest emotional anchor. So resting near your smell is their way of keeping connection close, even when you're out. And listen for the soft groan or gentle moan when they settle next to you. Many behaviorists describe it as a contentment vocalization. Basically, your dog's version of settling into the perfect position with a warm blanket. Some dogs even relax the moment your footsteps hit the front door. Their body loosens, their ears drop, and they stop scanning the environment. And that level of calm opens the door to something just as meaningful. The ways you can keep strengthening that trust they've already given you. Chapter 7. Strengthening the bond. I'll admit something. Most people already have their dog's trust. They just don't realize how easy it is to keep nurturing it. Trust grows through the small, predictable pieces of your dog's day. A steady routine meals around the same time, walks that feel familiar, a rhythm they can count on, helps their nervous system relax. Dogs thrive on patterns because patterns feel safe. Gentle handling plays an equally big role. When your dog is stressed, giving them a little space or using slower movements tells them you're paying attention to their comfort. Behavior researchers often point out that respect during tense moments is one of the strongest ways to reinforce security. And then there's play. Not the exhaust them at all costs kind, but the kind that fits who your dog is. A soft tug session, a calm sniff walk, or even puzzle toys count as connection. Dogs don't need intensity. They need interaction that feels right for their personality. Soft voices and calm praise also shape trust. Those quiet, good dog moments go straight to the emotional center of your dog's experience, reminding them they're safe and understood. And all these simple habits lead to one final truth. Every small behavior they show you adds up to something much bigger. Your dog's trust isn't wrapped in one grand gesture. It's tucked into all those tiny moments. Soft eyes, quiet footsteps behind you, the toy they drop at your feet, the sigh they release when they finally settle in your presence. Each one is a small signal, but together they build a picture of a dog who feels safe, understood, and connected to you. And the more you notice these signs, the stronger that connection becomes. Awareness itself is an act of love. It changes how you respond, how you show up, and how your dog feels around you. I'd love to know, out of all the signs we talked about today, which one does your dog show the most? Remember, trust isn't a finish line. It's a living, growing experience you and your dog share every day.